A lot of times they're making choices based on who has openings versus really what is the best fit for their family and their child.
For more than a decade, a crisis has been unfolding and getting worse across the nation. A shortage of child care providers and the rising cost of that care are creating a burden on families and the economy. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Stella Daskalakis.
And I'm Matt Breen. Iowa Child Care Resource and Referral compiles data for the past 5 years throughout the region. Region number 1, which includes counties like Woodbury, Sioux, Clay, Plymouth, and Buena Vista, shows a drop of 31% in the number of available child care programs since 2015. Meanwhile, there's been a 10% increase over the last 5 years in the weekly cost for an infant in a child development home and a 16% increase in the cost for an infant with a licensed center. Melissa Jewell, the Child Care Resource and Referral Regional Director at Mid-Sioux Opportunity, has seen that unfortunate trend continue in Iowa. She says 13 years ago, they had about 1,800 child care providers in the 23 counties. Today, they have under 800.
A lot of times, local families are lucky to get 1 to 5 names to choose from that have openings. So it really limits the ability for families to look at the environment of the child care facility and the personality of the people. It's more expensive to send a child to childcare than it is to send them to a state university.
That problem has only been intensified by the COVID-19 pandemic. KTIV's Michaela Feldman sits down with 2 local families to hear their experiences and what their hopes are for the future of childcare in Iowa.
You want to be somewhat particular or maybe a little bit picky about where you send your kids, but with the lack of options, it becomes just finding a place so that you can be at work every day.
A crisis at home. It's how families across Iowa feel as they look to provide quality care for their children. As a father of 3, Troy Steenson has felt that struggle firsthand.
You have a lot of options when you go car shopping. You have a lot of options when you shop for banks or whatever it may be, but there aren't a lot for child care services.
Steenson says his family saw those options dwindle when they moved to Sioux City from a smaller community, and it quickly became about finding the first available option.
My youngest was the main concern. We got her on 3 or 4 different waiting lists. It took about a month and a half, I think it was, and we got her into a daycare.
Ryan and Zoe Kinnaman felt that same struggle over the years when finding childcare for their daughter.
When she was really little, yeah, because for under 2 years, there's very low options.
Yeah, very few options, especially for the hours that we work.
As their daughter Luna got older, a place was a little easier to find. But finding childcare, especially good care, doesn't come cheap. Another hurdle that many families face.
Oh, schedules conflict. It would be either
very
me
difficult.
and my wife would have to not work.
Yeah, neither one of us, one of us would have to give up our job. And right now, even without the pandemic, we need, both incomes to stay afloat. In my opinion, I will spend any amount of money to keep my daughter safe.
And this childcare crisis is only becoming greater. The COVID-19 pandemic making an already difficult situation worse nearly overnight. Many childcare providers had to shutter their doors.
For a little bit at the beginning, this actual place
shut down
for about a month, and that did impact us a lot. We had to send it to her aunt for a month, so we actually didn't see our daughter only until the weekends because we were so busy during the week for work, and that was really tough to not see my daughter.
That's when the frustration started, was you weren't really sure what to do. So the fear of, oh, we should probably take our children out of daycare, then what are we going to do? We still have to go to work every day.
Thankfully, much like the Kinnamans, Steenson says they had family and friends that stepped up.
It was stressful every week. Okay, where are the kids going to be this week? Who's going to watch them this week? How are they going to get to this place and this place?
And when Steenson started looking for daycare again this summer, it was tough to find.
Where she was going didn't have any opening spots at the times due to the COVID restrictions. Once the restrictions started lifting, it took about another month and a half before a daycare spot opened up, and we took advantage of it right away.
While there is frustration on the parent side, Steenson says he also understands the other side of this with daycare providers. A lot of centers barely breaking even.
The state funding isn't really adequate to support their needs or what they need to do to provide adequate daycare for children. And another big thing is just they try to keep their costs down, and everybody that has daycare knows that the costs continue to go up and up.
Steenson says in the future, he hopes the state will provide more legislation to support families that are struggling to find adequate child care. Reporting in Sioux City, Michaela Feldman, KTIV News 4.
The child care crisis also has had an impact on people without children. Melissa Jewell with Mid-Sioux Opportunity, Inc. says it has a direct impact on the economy.
If we can't bring new businesses in because we don't have a workforce that's ready to work, we're not going to increase our economy. And it's very important for rural Iowa that we can bring in these businesses and we have a workforce available.
Jewell says it's important to attract young people back to Iowa, many of whom need or may need childcare in the future. If you're a parent looking for childcare providers in Iowa, we have included a link to help with this story at KTIV.com.